Hi, so this is another video about the IATEFL 2006 conference, and now it's over, so I'm back home, and I've got a little bit more time to reflect on the things that I've seen, and a little bit more time to sort of go through the notes from the different presentations. And in this short video, I just wanted to tell you about the brilliant, really fantastic presentation plenary by Silvana Richardson on the N factor. And the N word is, of course, the native speaker. I can't put it as beautifully as she did, so I direct you to the video that's available on IATEFL website, and I'll post the link here. But I just wanted to briefly go through the main points that she mentioned in the presentation. She did clearly a lot of research, and she really knew what she was talking about. There's a lot of academic background, but there was a perfect balance between sort of the research and also her personal experience as a non-native speaker from Argentina, and also a call to action. And the emotion in the room was just incredible. She got a standing ovation from there were probably about 1,000 people in the audience, and some of them had tears in the eyes at the end, so I'd definitely recommend that talk to you. But a few key points that she mentioned is that very often we're told that all students want native speakers, and hence all recruiters have to hire native speakers and discriminate non-native speakers. But she quoted a lot of research that actually shows that this is not true, that the vast majority of students would like to have classes with a good teacher, full stop. Another very important thing that she pointed out is the monolingual bias in second language acquisition and in ELT discourse, which has banned students' first language and first culture from the classroom for over 100 years now. And it's starting to slowly change with books like, for example, Philip Kerr's book on using students L1 in the classroom on translation, and a lot of academic research into multi and plurilingualism on languaging, but it is that there's been a very long history of a bias towards native speaker, where SLA research was comparing non-native speakers of a language to idealized native speaker model, assuming straight away that as a non-native speaker you are a deficient linguistic model, but failing to account for the fact that as a bilingual, already as a non-native speaker of English, you're already speaking two languages, so your brain will process languages in a fundamentally different way to a monolingual native speaker. And the presentation ended with a beautiful call to action, I thought. So if you're interested in this issue, please watch Silvana's presentation, and you might also be interested in my other website, TEFLequityadvocates.com. Where you can find out more about native and non-native speakers, and about how you can get involved in advocating for equal opportunities for the two groups. And also there was a really good question and answer follow-up session the next day with Silvana, where we got to ask her questions and hear a little bit more from the audience. Because obviously in the plenary there was no time for that, so I think it was a really needed session, and there were about 50 or 60 people in the audience, and some really interesting questions came up, and there was a lot of discussion about, for example, what we can do, we teaching associations, teacher trainers, recruiters, to help advance the cause. There was also a lot of discussion about what it means to be proficient in a language, and what is the necessary level of language proficiency for an English teacher, which we couldn't really answer, and I don't think there is a one good answer, but that's probably a question to you that you might want to answer in the comments section. And there was a lot also, a lot of comments from non-native speakers, some of whom feel a little bit insecure, perhaps. Some of them have problems with sort of self-confidence or low self-esteem, which also influences the way they teach and the way they perceive themselves as English teachers. And me and Silvana decided that we're going to post some of those questions that we couldn't answer on TEFLequityadvocates.com to continue the discussion. So if you're interested in the topic, stay tuned. There'll be probably 3 or 4 separate posts with a bunch of questions in each post, divided by a topic or a theme. So for example, there will be one on what you can do to get involved. So stay tuned, check out Silvana's plenary, and then check out TEFLequityadvocates.com for more questions and debates on the topic. And if you're enjoying these videos or our podcast on the TEFL show, please leave us a comment, rate them. We're also on iTunes, Stitcher, and TuneIn Radio, and check our website at theteflshow.com.